Well, good evening, good evening, good evening. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Um, Welcome to the power of self-love for thriving businesses. I'm happy to have you here tonight. I'm very grateful to also be here facilitating this safe space for you all. Um, for the ones that don't know me, my name is Blangelica. I am founder of I Am My Biggest Fan. I'm an empowerment coach. I'm a Reiki master teacher. I'm also an executive account manager for a commodity wholesaler distributor. I've been doing that for 16 years. 3 years ago, I decided it was no longer my passion. And that I needed a change in life. So that's when a lot of things started happening in my life, and I became a Reiki master, and then my life just completely shifted. Actually, we were just talking about that a little bit when we went live, and actually like a month later, the opportunity to just leasing the space for the store. I didn't even know what I was going to create. I just knew that I had a purpose. And then all of a sudden, like one night it just hit a bohemian boutique and a holistic studio. That's what I want. And that's what I did. So I started my company 3 years ago. A year ago, I opened a year and a half. I opened Blangelica's boutique. We celebrated a year last year. And we went worldwide last year. I now have clients from all over the world. I have from India, California, Mexico, and just embracing self-love. It's just been the amazing learning experience in my life. If I would have never taken ownership of my self-love, my value, my confidence, my self-esteem, right now I'm gonna tell you, I don't think I would be here talking to you right now. I would have probably been dead or just struggling mental health, and that was just not for me. When I became a Reiki master, I was also able to take off myself anxiety, depression pills. Yeah, and I was able to heal myself and just taking ownership of the love and the passion that we all deserve. We all have it. We are our own healers. And with that being said, before I embrace my self-love, I struggle a lot, overworking, people pleasing, doubting my worth in business. But once I started acknowledging and accepting the fact that I was doing something that it was not making me happy, because I always think it's like every change I'm gonna do it because it makes me happy, then that's when I realized that I'm like, yeah, so my life started shifting. My life started shifting. Everything has to be aligned. And I believe so much in holistic approach, because holistic approach is what's have made me the person who I am today. And this journey never stops. At any level of your life, self-love is never negotiable. So that's one of the things that I empathize in my business is for self-love. It's something that is not negotiable, and I just love embracing it, because if it wasn't for that and acknowledging the fact that there was something else, because I didn't think it was right for me, it did not make me good. I mean, I even went to doctors. They couldn't, I'm like, this is not right. This is not me. They couldn't fix anything. And just by embracing the self-love, I became my own healer, and I embrace that. And I teach people how to self-heal as a Reiki master teacher as well. But we're here to talk about why self-love fuels a business. See, when you integrate self-love in an everyday basis, since it's not negotiable, I know we have a work and life balance, but let's say, for instance, if you start trying new things, just trying it on, just put a little bit and just see how it goes, and see how the progress in your everyday life works, because that builds confidence. That builds the person. Your face changes, you glow, and when you glow, you present yourself in a different level, and it's beautiful. You want that. So if you believe in yourself and you embody the self-love, you market yourself at ease, no hesitation. Now ask yourself, would I hesitate if I truly believed in my value? Because if you do self-love, you will start building more value to yourself. And then you start working on healthy boundaries, because that will be sustainable for your business. And it's okay to say no. I'm going to tell you right now, it's okay to say no, because I learned the hard way. It hit me and it slapped me on my face multiple times. But just saying no to misaligned clients. If you attract clients that are not ready to work with you, it's not going to work. It's not sustainable. To collaborations, you can't make it. If you know that you're tired, you worked a 10-hour day or whatever the case may be, but you know you're going through a rough time, you don't have the energy, it's okay to say, you know what, I'm taking a break today. Because it creates a burnout. It creates a burnout that you will not get up from bed. It creates a burnout that you are moody. It creates a burnout that you hate everything. I don't know what the case may be, but I have struggled a lot, because I was always open to just say yes. Whoever was sick in the hospital, there I was at the beginning, really quick. I didn't have that when I was struggling. Because when you're struggling, you're on your own. Let's be realistic. You are on your own. You could be crying to death. No one is going to come and save you but yourself. And I'm here to tell you that self-love at any point in time, please. And it doesn't have to feel like it's a burn or a burden for you. No, just try it on little by little. Take a nice warm bath, create that boundary so you can have some time for yourself. But, as an example, a business owner who said yes to every client, drained her energy, lost her passion until she started setting her boundaries. And it's okay to say no, definitely. I'm a type of person that I learned the hard way as well, that I was okay to help everybody. But in reality, no. If they're not ready to confront whatever it is in my world, no one can work with me, because what I have done in my life to be here is a breakthrough of every single barrier that came in my life. And it all came from self-love and breaking limited beliefs that doesn't freaking exist. Now, when you start creating the boundaries, then you start shifting. Then you're going to shift the mindset from I'm not good enough to charge high prices, for instance, to be confident of creating the value of your work, the value of your product, the value of your offers. Because when you have the self-love and then you create that confidence and then you create the boundaries, then you're going to start attracting so many clients. And then you're going to come here and network with me. And then you're going to start offering your offers to here with me. And then we're going to boost your business like no other. It works for me and it works for a lot of us in the community. And I'm here to help you grow. Then, so you start attracting aligned clients and collaborations. You start building that confidence, which it will include valuing your work, skills, and expertise. And then you create that big self-worth. And oh boy, that feeling of self-worth to me made me cry so much, of happiness, of how much I suffered in silence because no one understood me. But that self-worth brought me here, brought me into the purpose that I am aligned with, to the success, to the abundance. You haven't worked this hard to not get paid for your value. No, you came here to be successful, and everyone can. And I believe I see opportunities in people that they limit themselves every day, but I can't help them all. I could only help the ones that have that mindset that I'm not fucking giving up on myself. And then, so let's say no to self, I always have to put something. Don't just be good to others, be good to yourself too. Yes, yes, before anyone. And this goes for any mothers, for instance. Self-love is not negotiable because it's not only helping you, it's helping your family and it's helping your business. So one of the things you could do, actionable step to integrate self-love, and it works wonders. And there's no right of how you do it. I believe as long as you do it. There's no right or wrong, ladies or gentlemen. There's no right or wrong how you do your things. It's always just integrated into your life. But journaling exercises, it's a beautiful, powerful tool that I've learned it. As a child, I used to journal a lot. Then during my lifetime, I forgot how to journal. Then not too long ago, when I moved this house like 3 years ago, I said, I found my journal as a girl. And I read her notes and I'm like, where you been? Where you been? So that it was an ongoing process, but then I integrated and it just became part of my life. Now I carry a journal every day, you know? So identify limiting beliefs that is holding you back in business. Like rewrite it as an empowering belief. So start doing the mindset changes in your mind. It's like, no one will pay for my services. No one's buying from me, or whatever the case may be, because, oh my God, does that one try to control us? And we don't want it to, right? I attract clients who value, see, my expertise and are excited to invest in themselves. Start attracting valuable clients to your business. Also, you could start journaling your affirmations. For instance, repeat these daily. You could create, I could also, if you want one, I could build you one. I have some at the end for you, and then I'll give you some choices there at the end. Affirmations for business success. Repeat these affirmations daily. I am worthy of success. I attract the right clients with ease, and just feel it. Go with the flow. Just let it just sink in, embody it. Just feel it, emotion with your heart. You could place your hands on your heart, take deep breath, and just feel those emotions flowing. It's your worth, it's your value, it's your love. So I trust myself to make the best business decisions. Yes. Even if that moment it's so hard right now that you're maybe going through emotional breakdowns and you're like, oh my gosh, you can't stop crying. I don't know, because we just go through so many emotions, and ladies, it's normal. We're wild. We're just wild. And so just think about that. And then number 3, visualization. This is a very powerful one that you could start practicing every day. Close your eyes and envision a day of thriving business where you feel fully aligned and confident. How do you feel? What's different with me today? What steps do I need to take to get there or here, whatever the case may be, right? And just journal that, and then just visualize it. Feel how it makes you feel. Go with the feelings. Anything that makes you feel happy is a yes. Any questions so far? And self-love and business success. See, investing in self-love isn't selfish, it's essential. When you love and value yourself, you attract more success and fulfillment in your business life. It's beautiful. Now, I created 10 self-love affirmation for thriving businesses. These, and I'll go ahead and let me stop sharing here. These, if you ladies are interested in that, I have my school community where I teach my courses, and I'm actually in the process of, because I had it in another community, and then I had to transfer out, so I'm like transferring one course per course. But I wanted to give you this. If you guys join me here, hold on, let me share it here with you. I'm sorry, I should have that. Oh, it didn't paste. Hold on, it happens. Okay, here we go. And you will have access to this recording there as well. It's not letting me paste. Anyway, what I'll do is with the replay, I'll send you all the links together, because you're still gonna get the replay and then you could join it. But you could join my membership program. It's actually free right now because I'm transferring courses and classes into that group. Once it's more like growing and building, then it's gonna have a fee. So, but you're more than welcome to join. Anyone has any questions?
No.
No? Well, I would like to open forum and just like introduce yourself, celebrate, let us know if there's any struggles that you need help with, to see if we have resources or we can help you. Also let me know if you're interested in scheduling like a free one-on-one, just to see if there's anything that I can help you thrive in your business. I'm willing to help. This is a community and this is what I do. This is my passion. I have to help people in order to grow. So never feel ashamed or like, oh my God, no, can I just write me, just inbox me. Never fails. If I don't know, a community member knows. If I don't know the answer, I bet that I will find the person that I knows the answer. Why? Because that's what I do. I find solutions. We never give up. I am my biggest fan. That's why you understand that my company had to have that name. Because when I started building and just taking ownership of my self-love, that's when I used to write on my Facebook post, oh, I will do this and do that. And then hashtag I am my biggest fan. And it became my brand. No one understood the pain I was going through, but no one understood me. So what did they care? I was the one that cared because I took ownership of my self-love. And then now it's like beautiful to share this with you. So I would like to start with Vero. I want to hear what you got, girl. Come on.
Hey, first of all, thank you for hosting this. That was some great information. I finally was able to jump on. My name's Veronica Delafonte. I met Blangelica. Finally, I know how to say it. I don't know why I was thinking it was Blanquita the whole time.
You could
I
call me
just made up.
Blanquita.
I just made up a whole name for you because I live in Miami. So I was
No,
like,
you did not. Let me tell you, my name is Blanca Angelica. That was my born name. When
uh-huh.
I won a pageant in Miss Plus Size Puerto Rico 2006.
Okay.
And I created that as my stage name.
Ah, okay. And
But
you
it's
know
not my
what?
store name. Go ahead.
I love some Puerto Rico because I remember when I went there and I went to the mall and I saw the man. This was years ago. I went to the mall and I saw the mannequins and they were like shaped like me. They weren't like all skinny and stuff. They were like thick. I was like, wow, I was just like in awe. I was like, here is me. Like I couldn't find that stuff in the US, you know. So I love Puerto Rico when I went there. Um so I just actually have like restarted my business or a business. I went to something totally different. Some of you may recognize me. I used to do social media coaching, building your business, growing your Facebook group, that kind of stuff. And so I had to pivot because it wasn't making me happy anymore. And um, I stopped business altogether and I was just working. And so I said I was going to go back to my first passion, which is something similar to yours, and really just helping women and helping women through fitness, health, wellness, personal development, self love, those kind of things. And so what I did was I started an organic juice business. So my juice business is called Sunkissed Sips. And so that goes in the summer, but I also have some winter clients, but it's really going to kick off this summer because I got like a trailer to, move around and go different places and stuff. So I ditched the chairs and tables. And so then I said, well, what could I do that goes along with organic juice, right? And healthy stuff. So then I went back to the drawing board and I did my personal trainer's certification. I did my indoor cycling, senior fitness. I did a yoga certification as well. So I did all these things. So my future goal is to have a studio and then have the juice bar in the studio. But right now I'm just taking clients and I'm working with them in my basement. Um, and then the third thing that goes along with this, which is funny because I was supposed to start promoting this on February 1st, and I ended up taking a trip to Miami to go on another trip with my son. And I'm like, I'm supposed to be promoting this business, and like, I can't even promote it because I'm on the road right now and I'm not anywhere near the products that people order. So I'm going to figure it out in the next couple days. So I had trademarked the phrase love begins with you,
Aw.
because if you are not loving on yourself, you're not, self-loving, you're not filling your cup, how can you be of service to others? So this goes a little bit with what, you're doing here. And so with this brand, under that brand, I have candles that I created, journals, yoga mats, and I'm going to have apparel down the line. And
That's
so
awesome.
those are the things that I've been doing. You all can find me on Veronica Delafonte on Facebook. On Facebook, you'll see I'm just like, I just do funny reels and stuff like that because right now the world needs some laughter and love, like straight up, So my
Yeah.
whole wall is about laughter, laughing at funny things. I'm always doing reels about funny things. Soon I'll be tying the business into that and everything like that. So that's just a little bit about me. And thanks for having me and thanks for letting me share.
No, that's amazing. What can you Veronica and I have worked together. We worked together once. Can you tell them a little bit about that?
Yes. So I was going through a emotional time, and actually we had made a meeting and just to get to know each other because that's when I was doing the business coaching.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
I actually was going to cancel the meeting because I knew that I was just like not even in the frame of mind. But I said, you know what? I made a meeting with this lady. I like to be a woman of my word. And so I show up for this meeting, being like, hey, what's up? And then she's telling me about herself. And then I start telling her about me. And then all of a sudden, I had the major breakdown. I just started crying. And, Blankjelica, she really held space for me at that moment when I needed it. And just really like, you just sent me like some healing energy and just you sat with me and we talked and you talked me through that moment, and I was embarrassed because it's like I'm not a crier. Now I kind of am because once you get rid of alcohol you're allowed to feel your feelings, you know? And so at that time I needed a virtual friend to hold my hand, and that's what you were. You sent me some resources after, and just like ever since then I just like been connected to you. I might not say much in the background, but I'm always reading your posts and looking at your stuff. And today I was like, I have to show up because I was supposed to come to the last one, and I can't remember what I was doing the last time, but I was like, I have to show up for her.
Oh,
So
thank
yes,
you.
thank you again for
Yeah, it's
holding space
beautiful. I love
for
that. And
me.
I love doing that. I love doing that, you know? Why not? And one of the reasons I love doing it is because I didn't have anyone. I have done
Right.
all the healing, all of it. I have taken it alone.
Yeah, and
And
like a lot of women, especially like I can only speak for myself, I have been on working on the road for years, and I never had like close relationships with women, and to just like, honor our appointment and then for you to take care of my soul like that really meant a lot to me because like I just, I just was very touch and go in life, but now I you allowed me to see that like people actually care, they actually
yes, and then
they
she
actually
started
give a hoot.
traveling. And then
Huh?
she started traveling and then she started doing her self work. And look at her now here. We're
Yes.
celebrating you tonight. Definitely. And I love
Right.
celebrating in my community. So please, 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 you're there to Angelica's, I mean, empowering business owners. Growing together is a place for you to promote. It's a place for you to celebrate your wins. You deserve to be celebrated. I'm here to celebrate them with you. That is non-negotiable neither. I created that space there because of that. You want to be in a place you're celebrated. You want to be a place with like-minded individuals because you will never be left behind. And I
Right.
create that. So thank you for being here. Let's
Yeah.
go with Kathy. Kathy Jackson.
You did here. Okay. Hi. Well, so I am a self-empowerment coach, and my area of expertise is helping women to heal codependency and people pleasing. And coming out of like emotional abuse, I've dealt with a lot of heartache, emotional betrayal, all kinds of things where it breaks your heart. My heart's been broken open so many times. um, but it's allowed me to embody more light, just being able to transform that pain into power. And now I desire to help women to move through that process, and I I want to help them to have a supporting hand to hold rather than doing it all on their own. Like you said, you've done a lot of that work on your own, and I did too. I was pretty much on my own personal journey. And so it's challenging, and I am just pretty much starting out with that aspect of business. I'm really trying to develop a way to attract the ideal clients that I'm looking for. So the way I'm doing that now is just by putting my voice out there. I'm doing videos. I started a YouTube channel, and just getting myself out there and having my voice heard so that people can find me. And so that's what I'm starting to do now.
That's good.
Yeah.
Any
So
events, anything going on, any offers, anything you want to offer?
um that's the aspect that's really challenging to me. I don't like I I'm not good at business per se. I I have the skill, I have the ability to hold safe space for someone and help them walk through their process. But as far as business, I think I have a mental, I don't like to do the business aspect.
Maybe there's something I mean, if you want, you could we'll take it outside. Maybe you can inbox me or something. We'll schedule a one-on-one and see what tools I could help you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, why not? Let's
challenging.
try it on. I'll give you some tools. You go do your homework, and there's no time. There's no, you don't have to come back tomorrow and tell me no. Basically, you just try it on and see what it does. But
See
now
what
this is
happens.
something
Yeah.
that it was not, see, building a business takes a long time.
I
But
know.
this is something that you have to embody, but you have to practice it every day. And it's okay
Yeah.
to fall off, but the problem is not coming back. It's you just have to continue to try it on. Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's see. Perfect. Anything else?
No, I thank you for doing this, and I'm happy to connect with all of you.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you. We're gonna go with Kelly.
I was hoping you didn't call my name till last.
I've been wanting to talk to you for a long time, so you're it. The price is right, my dear.
The price is right, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
It's you're right now sitting in a throne. It is time for you to shine at this moment. This is your time, okay?
All right. All right. So my name is Kelly. I just started an online business about 10 months ago. And I'm really struggling with my mental state as far as like attracting the correct clients for my business. I think a lot of my downfall is not having that self-love for myself. Even though that like I know that I'm worthy, you still have those creeping thoughts that tell you you can't do this or it's never going to happen for you or so I feel like I'm missing something and I haven't figured out what I'm missing yet. I definitely know that I have the tenacity because I've been in it for 10 months now, still haven't made any sales, but I'm still
Okay.
showing up every single day. So I basically came here tonight to kind of see what it is I'm missing as far as like the self-love, and it's something that I really need to dive deeper into. So
Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. But I'm really proud of you because when sometimes our mind actually just wants to control it. It's like your ego wants to say, no, don't do self-love. And you're like, but I need self-love.
mhm.
And it is simple. It is simple as I'm gonna give you some tools to just do like a 10-minute meditation, maybe 10-minute meditation with journaling, go
Mhm.
outside and walk, just go in nature, breathing exercises. There's so many tools. I have so many tools for
I
you.
feel like
So,
a lot of inner child work that I need to do
oh yeah.
that,
That's a really good start.
that so
That's a good start.
is that needs to be healed. I still haven't figured that out yet. So
Well, I mean, if you need help, I'm always here to help you with that. I could help you with that, and I have tools. I could give you tools to see if you could start within yourself to try it on. And if you want to go further, then we could help you with that. Yeah. I would love to just, let's schedule a one-on-one and see. Let's
no,
just try it on. I'm telling you. This is it's beautiful. All right. Now, is there like, are you doing any workshops or anything like that, events for your business?
no, I'm not.
Because
Basically,
one suggestion that you could do is probably just start like a free event in your community so you can
mhm,
start letting yourself be known.
yeah. I do Facebook
You,
Live stuff like that sometimes, but as far as like the spotlight, I don't really like the spotlight.
oh, yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, but thank you for continue to show up because I see you every day and I always engage with you and just so you know so you guys know how algorithm works and this is so beneficial for your journey as a business owner. You have to integrate with the people that you're connected with. If you like something, like it, comment, share, because then that same like-minded individuals will be seeing your Facebook and they will be integrating with you. Never fail. So if you want quick responses with people, start commenting and start sharing and start saying, oh my God, thank you for sharing. Do that. Why do that all the time with Janice, which is where we going now? You know, we help each other in the community. That's what we're here for. We're here to build communities and for you to grow. So just really amazing tips. Thank you, Kelly. So let me know, just let me know whenever you're ready. And
Okay.
we're gonna go with Janice, the queen of communities. The
Me?
queen
Oh,
of-
okay. Me. Hi, everyone. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, I mean, thank you for having this. I thought it was a networking, but I mean, it's kind of similar, kind of like that. But anyway, I'm here, yeah, just to like, yeah. I mean, okay. Maybe I'll just tell you guys. I used to be a restaurant owner for about 7.5 years, right? Seven restaurant owner for 7.5 years. I think, but Angelica, you know that. And then when people say, oh, like I just had a conversation with this lady, she's like, oh, she's exhausted, all these things. I'm like, well, I asked them, like, well, like, how many kids do you have? How long is your work? And then so when they tell me, and I'm like, listen, I used to work for 12 to 15 hours a day at my restaurant for 6 days a week. Have 4 kids, 4 young kids at home. Mind you, I have a husband, like my husband was helping me. And yeah, and I started my online business part-time. So like, I don't know how exhausted you were, but I was exhausted. Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, I've come a long way, right? So it's not like, I failed a lot of times. I've like did so many things, right? So it's not just like, you really have to be consistent doing the things, right? So
Consistency.
yeah, exactly. And building a
Consistency.
community. And you're right about, like, if you guys want to get visibility and get seen, you have to engage
You
with
have
people.
to comment. You have to comment.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. So
She
that,
knows she has a beautiful community. Mhm.
yeah. So I mean, I used to comment every day for like 1 hour a day, 1 hour a day to get my reach up. I don't do it as much anymore because my reach is really, like, it's really good now, right? But that's the business, right? So that's what I just came here just because to share that with you ladies. So find someone. I mean, Angelica, I know, like, I know where you come from, and it's like she works 7 days, and like
Yeah.
she's like me, right? So
Yeah.
we're
I'm on
just
the
we're
roll.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, when somebody says, oh yeah, I have a kid and then I'm exhausted, I'm like, trust
Yeah.
me,
You have to show up every day.
yeah, I
Every
showed up.
day you have to show up.
Yeah, my husband and I were fighting, So I'm like, I didn't care. I'm like, I'm gonna do it, right? So I do it for my kids. But yeah, I mean, like, you just do it. If it's something, it's really worth it. Now, like, I have moms that are asking me, can you pick up my child? My husband's away. Like, I don't have to worry about that, right? I don't have to worry
Yeah.
about, who's gonna be there for my kids, right? But it's not success is it's not like overnight, right? So
Oh,
if you're looking for somebody that's gonna help you, like, I would suggest Angelica, because I mean, like, she's a go-getter. You're motivated. You're like,
mhm.
I know that.
I'm currently still working 7 days a week.
Yeah,
However, I self-heal every day. Every
yeah.
day,
See,
every
there,
day, every day.
yeah. That
It's
is that.
impossible for me to for so many years to work so many hours and building systems behind the scene. It's crazy. But if you're a business and you are an empowered business owner, you gotta keep trying. You gotta keep trying, and it's okay to fall, but self-love is not negotiated in order to have a balance. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, absolutely. That is like, yeah. Self-care is really it's a must for sure. Yeah. Healing and self-care, and what you do Reiki, right? You do that every day on yourself. Yeah,
Reiki, everything.
yeah. So yeah. So if you're looking for someone, I
Yeah, I use energetics for everything. It's me. I'm energetic. I'm just me. This is how I flow. What you see is what you get. I'm funny. I'm spontaneous. I just come here, show up every day, and I just tell people this is what I do. Come, you're more than welcome to come to my world. That doesn't mean that I'm a good fit for you, but you're welcome. I welcome everyone. And if anyone has any hate towards what I do, whatever, I don't pay no mind. It's them there and I'm here and I'm just build communities with like-minded individuals. I could care less about if someone else over there is doing something and I really don't care. I'm focused on my growth. I'm focused on showing up every day for my clients. I'm focused on being a role model, because if you want a business to thrive, you have to do the work. There's no answer, but there's no way around it. In order to be successful in life, you have to do the work and you have to do it yourself. Now, I come here and I help you out. We'll unlock whatever it is, because I do holistic approach. I've done it to myself. I had to. Either that or I was gonna be dead.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so it's, yeah, basically, and you are passionate about,
Yeah,
what you're doing
too
and your
much.
business, right? Yeah, even me too. Like, so it's all worth it in the
But
end.
it's because I'm passionate, because I know it works and I know that it's the only way around it, man. Sometimes it's just hard and that, yeah.
I have
Any
a question about,
specials you
sorry.
okay, go ahead.
Oh, I do have a question about your Reiki. So I haven't, okay, so I have not hit 5 figures. Like, I actually just joined my healer again because I remember we start on Thursday, but she was the one that's helped me hit like multiple 5 figures in my business, right? So, and she was also my client, right? So we just aligned together like really well. So, and then after her, I joined someone else, but I wasn't consistent in my healing. So what do you think? Like, can you? I mean, there's no guarantees. So what do you think? Like, if somebody, like for me, because I'm past the trauma, I'm past all that. So what would you say is like somebody like okay, can you guarantee like 5 figures, or like what can, like, as far as abundance, like how could you help somebody like me, right? For example.
That for you, we will focus on your creativity. We will focus also on your mindset. It's a mindset game. We will also focus on your sacral chakras. We will have to unblock some of them if they're holding you back. And of
Yeah.
course, it's a mindset. You also, there's ways around it, and I will teach you ways around it. We could talk on one-on-one and give you, I could give you like a free 30-minute and we'll see, and you will try it on and see if how you feel after that. Because it's a feeling, it's how you shift your mindset. Where are you going? Now, what is holding me back? And then you scan yourself and you see what is holding me back. But how come I can't? And then if you can't do it on yourself, then we come in and then that's what we do.
Cool.
Mhm.
Awesome.
There has to be something. There has to be a strategy.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Yeah.
also, what clients are you attracting? That is powerful.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
then, because that is powerful, especially in our community or for any business owner. That's what I do this. I don't want to attract just anyone. I want to attract people that are like-minded, just like me, and that we could grow together. You don't have to come here and buy me anything. I'm not selling you anything. I'm here to help you grow. I'm here to give you tools. Now, if you want to work further, then we'll do it, right? But I'm here to help you grow. And it's beautiful. But that right there in your area is a very strong one, because you do marketing.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
So who do you want to attract? What clients do you want to attract? And then start manifesting it and start doing your affirmations accordingly, like we discussed here in the chat.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I attracted a guy that was like, I wanted to help him and his
And
wife.
then
I got his,
journal. It's all aligned with everything. You
well,
just live it. You have to live it.
well,
Embody
that
it.
was in October. I attracted him, and my coach is like, "Don't work with people that are not aligned with you." And that's what I learned after him. I'm like, I'm not, because it didn't work out. It
It
did not.
don't, no, and it will drain your energy, and then you go home and you didn't do anything, and they never buy from you. And no, who has that time? when we have done all this work to get where we are at. No, I'm here to tell you it does not work. You want to attract people that are like-minded. That's why I do these, so we could create always community. I'm here to refer you customers. And if we want to work together, that's fine. I always offer a free one-on-one to see if we could work together, because we might not be the right fit. I want to be able to help you, but what if I can't help you? Now that's when we go deeper and see what is it? Is there anything I can help you? If I've been through, oh yeah, we're gonna unlock it. That's what I do. We become our biggest fans. Ha! I love you. Thank you, Janice, for being here. Oh, do you have any offers for your group currently?
Well, I do actually. I have two groups. There's one that's more spiritual, and then the other one that is more kind of like businessy. But even the spiritual has like business owners. This is kind of just brand new, so it's yeah. If you guys need a space to promote, then I have the big group and I have the smaller one. So one has 733, the other one has 49 members in it. So yeah, it's a VIP member.
She's talking about thousands.
Yeah,
She
thousands.
says it's like little numbers. Oh, 49 people. No, 779 people. No, 779,000.
Yeah.
She says, stay
Yeah.
humble. So yes, she has a large group. So if you ladies are always willing to just attract clients from there to your group or to your community, you're more than welcome. Okay, just you can find her at just Janice, right? Tyler. That's how they can. You could just put it on the
Yeah,
chat
I'll
and they
put
will find you. Just
my.
add her. She's great. She's community building too. So awesome. Perfect. We're gonna go with Maria. Maria, welcome back. How are you?
Hello! Big hug for you and for everyone in the room. Thank you for the invitation. It's a pleasure and an honor for me to be with you, sharing and learning from each one of you guys. I love to hear your voices. I love to hear your stories and your struggles and say, huh, I'm not the only one. So it's beautiful to share. Today I would like to do two sharing, if you allow me to do that, because
Yes, yes, open forum.
your
Yes.
presentation was very, very tuned for me, because just today I was reading a lecture for the master degree that I'm getting to, and I learned something from me. And I was doing something 25 years ago, and I get disconnected from it. And it was for taking care about my body as a physical body,
Yeah.
they were talking about fitness, they were talking about that, and I hate gyms, I hate all the things about these idols that create the business, the body muscle and everything, because I feel I am completely passionate about the holistic view of our body, mind and soul and spirit. And today I realized that it was a part of me that was disconnected. And I understood that when you get disconnected from one part of your life, you get disconnected of your self-love. Self-love is kind of that little piece that we're missing in the puzzle. There was the tricky point that I was trying to discover about what is missing in my self-worth, in my self-love. So thank you for everything that you share. And I want to ask everybody here if there is a point of life that where you get disconnected for some point that you didn't you think that you are not getting self-love in that portion. It could be a father who abandoned you, or somebody who dies and you get disconnected from the self-love. It could be losing a job, or losing an opportunity, or losing a house, or something like that. But when you lose and you get disconnected of your self-love, is something that you, oh my gosh, what's going on in my life, what's going on in my life. And then I realized that that's going on, I was disconnected. So that's the first point that I wanted to share with you guys, that I was working and you brought that into the space of self-love, and I really appreciate it. And
Oh,
what?
go ahead. I just said, oh, thank you. Go ahead.
And the second thing, for the people who doesn't know me, my name is Maria Carolina. I'm from Colombia. I am professional musician, and my whole life I have been dedicated for using the music and the body expression and the using of the voice for healing purposes. Um, I have my business, unbelievable, 10 years now. And I feel that I'm very success about what the results of my clients has been receiving, what they get when they get into the process of self-love through music and through all these things. But I cannot say the same about money because um, my clients, and believe it or not, the clients that I attract with my energy are people who are struggling with death. So mothers that are losing or they lose their child, for example, or how can I say that, a funeral, that people who comes with a very very hard moment to struggling with grief things, or have been working with people who are about to die, and I go to the hospital to help them with music and through music to get into that process of getting to the next level life. And then that portion of my life has been very very um accomplished and success in my mission and vision and passion and everything through music, but it hasn't not given me money. And then one day I stop myself and I say, hey, this is so beautiful helping people with that, but I am not Mother Teresa, I am not the second reincarnation of Mother Teresa. And I have not a nonprofit organization. My business is a profit organization. And then the question was, how can I become successful in that portion too, and to receive a worthy payment of what I'm doing. And I don't know. I'm in that point too. In that point too, came back from the world of the death and singing into the alive people, to get
Really
into
felt by
that.
that topic, like kill somebody. All right, boom. So when I say
What?
kill
Done.
somebody, I gotta emphasize die. So therefore, on my ad lib, just like
What?
for
I
all the
don't
topic.
know.
What happened?
I don't know. Someone just joined.
Oh my goodness.
It's public, so someone just joined and just
Okay, I
wanted to
got it.
come
I
and
got
show up and be
it.
clowns. It
Yeah,
happens to the best.
yeah.
Hmm.
So the thing is, I'm not kind of very worried about this thing, the business world and marketing and all this stuff. I just do what in my heart comes, and I just share what I do in my normal business life. But I'm struggling with that portion too, and I don't want it to struggle with myself. I don't think that is affecting my self-love, because I know the work that I do, and I know who I am, and I know what I do and what is my mission and my purpose. But it's still, we're in real life, and I need to pay my bills. When I go to a store, nobody's telling me, hey, God bless you, and if you believe in God, just God is going to pay your bill. No. So that's a type of things that I'm struggling with right now. And but I'm still love what I do. I
May I
I
suggest one?
absolutely.
Yeah. This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna listen to your heart, and you're gonna say, how do I help them? What what my work that I do with my clients, what does that work do for them? You go in and you feel everything that you do for your clients, you're going to develop that into words. And then I help clients with this. And I help them do this, right? And then you're going to go and target their pains. You're going to target the pains because you have to target people's pain and growth in order to help them. If you don't trigger people's pain or growth, you're not going to help them. However, you have to give them a benefit of what you do. And then you're going to start, you can't stop doing, helping others. You
No,
can't
it's
stop
fine.
doing it. In
No.
our world and spiritual, oh, well,
Yeah.
in anybody's world,
Yeah,
but
that's
I learned the hard way,
that's
you
the
can't
reason
stop
for
helping others.
living. Yes, absolutely.
You will continue to do your passion. You will continue to do amazing work. However, there's boundaries. You can't help everyone because you also need self-care. And you also need to leave open room to attract the ideal client. So you pick and choose what day, but not every day, that you're going to help people.
Okay.
Okay. And then you're going to create the message with what's going to trigger them, that it's going to help them, because you're going to help them, right? Let them feel the pain. Oh my God, you know what? I'm lacking of this. Why? And then I want this. I want it. So Juan or Maria or Teresa or Amy, whatever you want to accomplish. Is we were just talking about this earlier. Because I learned this not too long ago, maybe like a year ago or so. So I went through this process. Why? But it was because I just recently started a store. Now I'm a marketer. I'm a natural born to bring people together. But do I want everyone? I always want to offer free. So what I did was that I have a group that I offer free resources for the ones that are not emergency. I have days that I do one day that I do emergency calls. I will schedule them. That has to be scheduled prior. They have to pay me so I can guarantee I could be there, because if they're not paying me, I'm not leaving my house, because it has happened before that people leave me hanging just because I want to help them.
Yes, absolutely. You're
No,
totally.
and no, you are valuable. Your time is valuable. So yes, we cannot stop helping people, but create that boundary so you will attract clients, like-minded individuals right here that you can help embrace their voice, work with their throat chakra. That vibration of music helps people heal tremendously.
Absolutely.
I do vibrations on me. I do vibration for people of distance healing too. I mean, it's beautiful the work that we do, because it's amazing how you see people that are ready to make changes. You can't work with everyone. I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. It's gonna drain your energy, and where's your self-love? Yeah. But create that, just journal on it and meditate. Put your hand on your heart, and you're gonna feel, what does this feel right for me? What do I help my clients? And let those downloads come down, my lady, because tonight you're gonna ignite that light of you, and you're gonna find that spark. But you continue to show up every day, giving them pains. Okay.
Thank you. So beautiful.
My
A pleasure.
pleasure. All right, we have Kara in the house for the first time. Thank you for coming. Come on down. The price is right, my dear.
I love it. Hi, I'm Kara Harrison. I'm a nationally certified pharmacy tech. I live in Maine. Angelica, we were on the
We're on
call
other networks.
earlier.
This is what we do,
Yeah.
like every single week.
Yeah. I'm one. I moved from Oklahoma 2 years ago. I actually realized what date it was today, and it was actually 2 years ago today I started my journey from Oklahoma to Maine. I got into Maine on February 6th of 2 years ago. But in Oklahoma, I did leave a very abusive, narcissistic relationship. I've been out of that I always say I've been out of it for 3 years, even though he left me 4 years ago for another woman. Because for a year, I was still mentally in that relationship. I was trying to get him back, actually. And I mean, this is a guy who, I mean, he tried to kill me more than once. He, made me want to do it to myself. I actually have a semicolon tattoo on my arm there. For me, it's got Patrick Dempsey's name on it, actually. It's just got the word Patrick on it. Very tiny. And yes, he has seen it. He approves of it. But yeah, it was one scene that Patrick did that actually helped me break that cycle. Because that is one instance where if you don't mentally break yourself off from that cycle and realize, hey, yes, I am worth more. Yes, I am deserving of somebody who respects me, who is there to support me. I mean, you're never really going to truly get out of it. There was actually a graphic I saw here a while back that I've actually got it posted on my Instagram. That it's a open door, but it's a brick wall. It opens to a brick wall. And it's got like all the reasons why people don't leave that type of relationship. That's a question I get asked. You were in it so long, how could you stay in it that long? But yeah, it's also because of Patrick, I do have my passion back for my career. He started a nonprofit, Dempsey Center, that provides support through counseling, through Reiki, massage, acupuncture. They have wig help. They have all sorts of resources. Dempsey Connects is their online services they offer at no cost to the clients. And it's for cancer patients, for their care partners. I was a care partner for my grandmother. In 2006, that's when I first started getting interested in medicine. But yeah, I volunteer for Dempsey Center when I can. Of course, I work in a hospital, so unfortunately, my time isn't always my own. But yeah, I volunteer for them. I fundraise through Dempsey Challenge, which is their main fundraiser. That registration should be coming up in April. I haven't heard an official date yet. But yeah, once that hits, all my social medias, you can go on there and there will be a link that is pinned to the top of my Facebook page. It will become my bio on my Instagram, on my TikTok. That is pretty much the link to my Facebook, to my fundraiser page. And like anybody can go click on there. They can read my story as to how I'm connected to cancer support like that. And I mean, they can donate to my 5K walk. Dempsey Challenge actually you can do a 5K walk, 5K run. There's biking stuff. There's a duathlon. You can do it virtually, which I actually did my first Dempsey Challenge virtually from Oklahoma. I prefer doing them in Maine. My first Dempsey Challenge was 90-degree heat, 85% humidity. It was a 5K, doing it around a lake. I have a picture somewhere on my social media. I'm like sitting in my truck after I had done this portion, done my walk or what. And I mean, dripping sweat. I've got my water bottle. So yeah, up here at least it's cooler. I have met Patrick about 6 times now. This last time, oh, he was so cute. This last time, I keep saying, not that he's not cute anytime, but
Aw.
now I stepped up on stage at the Champions for Hope reception to say hi to him. Champions for Hope is a reception they have for those who raise over $3,000. This last time I raised over $5,000. But I stepped up on that stage and he just gets a huge grin on his face and just say, "Yay, you're here!" And I'm like, okay, cool. You recognize me. You like to see me. This is good. But yeah, he is such a sweetheart. I actually got to meet his wife this last time also, along with Mark Consuelos. I got a picture with him. Actually, also that's on all my social media stuff. So
Oh, I'm really proud of you. I went through sexual abuse at 3, um and domestic abuse at 21, and then domestic abuse before this relationship, and it took me 2 years to heal. And then I went and took those amazing pictures that I have on my Facebook that I'm like halfway naked, because I healed and I regained my self-confidence back. And I just stood on a balcony of a 15th floor in Orlando, and I hired a photographer, and she came and took pictures of me. And I celebrated that day that I left the abusive cycle in my life. And
yeah, I actually
that's why those pictures came through. People might think that it like, oh, she wants to show her boobs. No, there's always a reason. Because of that, I became this, and that's
yeah,
how I'm celebrating you today.
usually every April, April 15th, usually I put a post just celebrating, hey, this last year I put, hey, this has been 2 years since Patrick saved my life. This year, April 15th, it will have been 3 years. I have not had a suicidal thought since that scene. I have not wanted back with my ex-husband since that scene.
Yeah.
And it's just, I mean, the first time I met Patrick, he thanked me like 2 or 3 times for telling him my story, gave me a big bear hug, which quite frankly, now he hugs me about every time he sees me. Like I say,
Oh,
the sweetest guy in the world. Always I say, you're still doing good, aren't you? Yes, I'm doing fine.
that's awesome.
But
Oh.
uh,
Let me know whenever you're gonna do the fundraiser. We'll bring you in. We'll do this together, and we'll bring people in as well. Okay?
oh yeah, like I said, that
I'm
should be in
proud of
April.
you.
It should be in April whenever I register for that.
That's
So
amazing. Thank you for
hopefully.
being here.
Oh, you're
And I'll
welcome.
see you this week in another networking event.
Oh yeah,
Kate,
probably.
we have Kate. She has to leave. If you have a moment to come in, I would like to bring you in now before you can leave. Kate, you said that she said in this chat that she has a coaching session. I'll have to get ready. All right, well, let's move on. I have Idalis. And then I Kate, and then I have Dr. Queen.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I'm glad to be here. And I just saw you about an hour ago, so here we are again.
Yes.
So I'm glad that I'm
Welcome,
here
my
with you.
dear. Welcome to have you
I'm really
here.
glad. Okay, a little about myself. I hear you all talking, and it kind of touched me because I grew up with abuse. I grew up with sexual abuse. Most of the stuff, and as Maria was saying, I lost a lot of loved ones. I lost my brother, I lost my husband, I lost my grandson, and so a lot of death in my family. And I would say that my life changed 3 years ago because of the loss of my grandson. He was 12 years old. He was severely autistic, and he got cancer. He had leukemia, and his death changed my life in the sense that for the first 6 months, I didn't get out of bed. I didn't want to live. He was my angel. I always called him my angel, and he was my life. And seeing him gone just broke my heart. And it took a while until, I don't know if you believe this. I mean, this is everybody's choice, but I saw him again. He came back to me, and he only said one thing. He said angels. And then he was gone. And that led me to, by accident, not by accident, but it was meant to happen, to connect with a person who connects with angels. He's amazing. He's been doing it since he was 15. And I connected with angels. And the moment I started connecting with angels, praying, my life has completely changed. I have healed. And because I started healing, I actually has been writing books. I'll have my 4th book coming out hopefully next week. And each book I share a little bit of my story. In each book I share stories from my past, stories of healing, stories of forgiveness. I had to learn to forgive a lot. And not only forgive, but I had to learn to understand. Because sometimes, yes, we can forgive, but we have to understand sometimes the causes of what happened and why. And so I had to learn that. And so my writing, it's dedicated to that. I dedicate it to my grandson. I dedicate it to my past. Because if it wasn't for my past, I wouldn't be here today. And so that's basically my life. I love to write. I like to inspire people. But I'm also a travel advisor. And the reason I started that one is because as a retired person, I realized that I retired because of my grandson, because he passed away and I needed to help my daughter. So I decided to just retire and just live on my husband's income after he passed away. And I realized after that it doesn't pay you enough to live on. It doesn't give you the amount of money you need to live a good life. So I decided I needed to start another business. And that's when I got into the travel business, and it creates the income that I need. It has helped me, and it has helped me connect with a lot of people, which I'm usually pretty quiet. I'm pretty shy. So this has helped me to open up, to connect with people, to meet amazing people. And my focus is on helping grandparents go on trips with their grandkids, make memories. And that's my goal. I have my granddaughters that are young, and my goal is to show them the world, to show them the cultures, the different cuisines, the different arts, everything that's out there in the world, because I want them to know that there's more to their life than their little world that they live in. And that's what I want. So I help others build a traveling business so they can earn the income and do it with their grandkids. So have fun and earn income. That's my goal. That's my goal.
That's awesome. I like that. And I'm proud of you for your books. Yeah.
Thank you so
Those-
much.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you.
have to send them to me and I'll share them in the group, or you could share them. But yeah, I'll find them on Amazon.
Definitely
They're
will.
on Amazon, right?
Yeah, they're all in Amazon. The first book I
Yeah.
wrote, which was actually came out of nowhere. I could say that either. It came out of nowhere. I was contacted by someone if I wanted to collaborate in a book. And it came at a time where I was staying at my sister's because I was helping her because she was going through cancer. And so
Oh,
I went over
wow.
to stay with her to help her. And one night I get the email, hey, we want you to collaborate in a book. And at first I thought, scam, you know how it is. I said, let me check. Anyway, I realized it was real and I actually did it. But what I loved about writing the book, that not only did I share my story, but the proceeds from that went to help an orphanage. So
Oh,
I didn't
wow.
get
That's
paid. It
amazing.
wasn't
Oh,
for me, the money, but it was to help the orphanage. And they showed us pictures of the kids with their books and clothing and food and
that's
their
awesome.
home. And so that was
That's
my
so
biggest gift.
fulfilling. It's so
Hmm.
full heartfelt, right? It feels
Yeah.
good to help others. It's just
And
beautiful. I won't, I will not, I will never stop helping people. I
nope, I agree.
can't. But now it's different because now think about it. You help people that are ready. You help people like-minded, but don't go searching people that are not ready because it's gonna crash. You're gonna be like,
No,
I'm
I agree.
so proud of you. Yeah, send me all
Thank
those
you.
books and we'll share it. I'll share it in my
I will.
media. It's
I
always
definitely
good to
will.
share. And yeah, and we'll work on those skills. One
And thank
day
you for this space. Thank you so
oh, my
much for this space.
pleasure.
I appreciate it. I really do.
How did you feel after we had also Reiki
Oh,
almost a Saturday?
oh my
How did
God.
you we had a distance healing on Saturday.
Yeah. It was, I don't know how to say it, but it was hard, but at the same time it was good because when we did the one about holding the child within you, and that was, my childhood was so sad. I never saw my girl happy ever. She didn't smile. She wasn't a happy teenager. She wasn't a happy child. And when I did the Reiki with you, I saw her laughing and I saw her jumping and like she was happy finally. My inner child is finally happy. And she wasn't ever, but she finally is. And I got to see that. And thank you so much for that.
Thank you. I
Ah,
love
here I
you.
am.
It's
Crying again.
beautiful though, but those are happy cries because what if you would have never taken that opportunity,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
What if you would have just sustained that fear, that pain? See, that's what I learned, that if you sustain it and you keep it, you will get sick.
Yep.
Never fails.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. I'm so proud of you. I love you. Thank you for trusting me. And yeah, I'm always here to help. I love you. Thank you.
Love you too.
Dr. Queen.
Good afternoon, ladies. Have some
Hello.
of this
Yeah.
food.
We want to see your face. Come on down. The price is right, my dear.
I'm listening, and I'm in so many groups on Facebook, and I said I'm gonna join some of my, just to kind of get to know everybody, because I think it's kind of rude to post in people's group and then not get to know them. So the funny thing is that I had gotten called to do another self-care conference, and somehow I ended up scheduling yours on time. I don't know what I did, but anyways, hit the link and here I am, right? Oh
Oh
man.
my God.
I tell you, I do a little bit of everything. I'm a therapist, started private practice in substance abuse, psychologist, pastor. Um, I manage Christian artists nationwide, so I travel quite often, country to country, and I do that. But just recently, I had a millionaire's wife call me, and she was like, "Oh my God, I saw your books," and she just started pouring her heart out to me, and it just shocked me in a major way, so much so that I at first of all, I immediately cried like, little old me, like why am I such an influence, right? It really shocked me because you do go through that stage of not having that confidence or whatever, and like
Mhm.
it was year before last, I went to the extreme, right? God was like, no, you're not gonna buy anything for anybody this year for Christmas, and I'm telling you, I would spend like 5 grand on people and didn't get one gift. I'm telling you, and at that particular year, God was like, no, not this year. No, not this year. Do something for you. And I went so big. I went and got a tummy tuck. I went absolutely big, and everything in my life changed. That was in 2023 of December. So last year was that year. Last year I wrote the self care journal slash planner, and it opened doors. Every book that I've ever written has opened speaking opportunities for me everywhere. And so after I spoke to the millionaire's wife, for some reason now God has me doing this thing like when I get ready and go to bed, I reflect on my day. And I was there reflecting on my day. I was getting ready to go on tour to do a conference in Abuja, but I'm like, oh, okay, God, what am I going to do? It's going to be a women's conference, but what is it going to actually be, right? And the moment I laid down, I thought about her, and God said, healed her. And so I got up to text my manager, and I heard him say, heals healed her, like women heal women. So ever since then, it just so happened to be the end of the year. And I said, okay, so I'm gonna take one day out of the week, and I'm gonna go through the Bible, and I'm gonna find every woman that locked arms with another woman or supported another woman. And I forget her name. She said she was not a female type person. Me, I'm not. I was not at all. and and all of a sudden that happened, and I just started going through the Bible, and I just started taking those stories and applying them to how we should treat each other as women, because we carry everything. I'm talking everything, so much weight. We carry the husband, we carry the kids, we carry the business, we carry work. We're there at church. We're pretty much holding the churches down now. And so I said, okay. And I've always seen women walk in the room and other women hate them. And I never understood it. Like, what is this about? Right. So every Sunday now, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, I'm online with my new themes, Healed Her. So hopefully when I go in April, because I done got a million calls, um, hopefully when I go, everybody is kind of like prepared, because I'm selling this thing, Healed Her. And that's just it. I mean, right now I'm just kind of fed up with the day-to-day normal work thing, right? Um, so I said, I'm just going to start my private practice. And I did not want to start it in substance abuse because I knew the population I'd be dealing with. I was a sheriff for many years up until a year and a half ago when I went into clinical practice to do my internship. So I do have a doctorate in criminology as well as psychology. So I just didn't want that population. But then I said to myself, God was like, that's the church. Those are the ones that are going to build the church. Right. And so that's just where it is. Like that's my focus. That's it. I train people to pass the national counseling exam. I train people to pass the state substance abuse exam, right? And I always say this: if you are an expert at anything, you are also a teacher. Because right now, what I'm trying to figure out how to do is write courses so that all of these professionals who have their own business, I can just write their course. I mean, it's so much. There's so many things. There are certain things that people need. And right now, the trend is online businesses. That's what it is. And so,
Yeah.
listen, bless people everywhere I go. I give so much that I give way more than I make. Trust me, I do. But that's something that I enjoy doing, and I'm happy. I'm proud of everybody that I've heard so far. Yeah.
Anything you're offering at this moment?
Um, I do have a free on my website. I do have a free like weekly journal, and that
Oh,
one
cool.
based off of it's like a weekly that one was based off of, because my latest book was Biblical Principles of Dating. I've heard quite a few people say relationships are just almost trash now, but they're that way. Marriages are bad because we dated wrong. We didn't date according to biblical principles. So I wrote that book, and so that free weekly schedule that I put in there is called Kindly Gestures. So it gives you something to do for your significant other every day. You know,
Okay.
praying might be in there a few times, praying independently, praying together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Giving people time for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Taking
Yeah, that's very important. Yeah, that's a reminder, ladies. We talk about self-love, but just taking time out of your spouse or boyfriend or everything, and just taking time for just quiet moments, or time for you to meditate, or take a nice bath with bubble bath. Do those. Oh my gosh, they will work wonders, and you will sleep like a baby. Yeah. Amazing.
Work
Am I
like that,
missing
vlogs, but
someone?
I didn't get around to that part. But
No, self-love is not negotiable. Let's do it. But I'm happy that you have accomplished a lot. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, and she said a really good point. If you have a lot of knowledge on something, teach it. Why not? You deserve. You have the knowledge, go do it. I don't know. I could teach so many things. I could teach coaching programs. I could teach a lot. You know, I like if anyone comes for me for Reiki, I could do Reiki. I could do Reiki and coaching. I could do Reiki and empowerment only. I could do so many things, but I just have them available, and then I'll attract my clients, and then we just open my book, what I can help you with, and then we'll just tailor it to you, and that's amazing. It's beautiful. So, am I missing anyone? Thank you so much, Dr. Queen. Yeah, I think Kate, I'm gonna circle back to Kate. I did put my link there. If you ladies or anyone is interested, feel free to book a fleet clarity call and just see if there's anything that can help you. I pretty much gave everyone some of my feedback and some of my love and passion. If it has worked for me, it will work for you. Just continue to try it on. Never give up on your dreams. Keep showing up. Self-love is not negotiable, and you be authentic, genuine, and will give you lots of money. So be confident of who you are, the value you deserve, and the person you came here in this earth to be. Never stop helping people. And if you want those 10 affirmations, I put the link of my school membership is currently free. Join me. Just hang out. It's my place to put my love. It's in the building of, because I started a building, transferring courses from one platform to the other. But I like school because, and if anyone wants to open their own, they can. Just let me know. I'll send you a link. But yeah, it's I thought it was a good thing for my business, and it has worked, and I love just creating stuff and putting it there for whoever. And I'm very, very grateful for being here tonight with me. Thank you for being part of my community. You're part of my biggest family. And together we create amazing dreams. We help people grow, and you grow. And I believe in something that I will never, ever, ever get out of my life. But I believe it's for me, for you, and for all of us. So thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate your time and for taking time for yourself. I will see you soon, and I will send you the replay once I have it. Can we take a picture? Let me see, because I don't know how to do it on Zoom yet, I think. Hold on. Let's take a picture. Oh, I don't want my phone in the way. How do you do? I think it's Microsoft Shift F.
Is it?
I think
I think
it's
so. Oh, I'm sorry, print
Microsoft
screen. I think it
Tabs
should be F12.
F12.
Yes.
Microsoft F12. I don't know. Let's see. No, it wasn't that. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. I'm just gonna put it that no one can see it. Let's see if I could get the view together, multi-speaker. Trying to see. I want all of us together. Hold on. So we could see all of them. All right. Hold on. Why am I having issues? All right. Let's see.